What's up, my YouTube family? I am Jeremy from WeldTec Designs, and I have another killer van for you guys, and it is right here behind me. We're gonna walk through the front and the back because we definitely did things to both of those. This is an Ocotillo cruiser kit. We know you know, normally it's always about the Baja grocery getters, right? No, today we're heading to Ocotillo, and we're gonna talk about this awesome Ford Econoline extended van. This is the Big Daddy right here, and what we are done to it. Let's jump into it. So of course you guys know we're going to talk about the Method wheel since we have a Method hat on. Don't we always say whatever's in the hat, you know, that's what we're going to talk about, the wheels. So on this we're running a set of 17-inch grids, and they are wrapped in a set of BFG KO2 tires. These are a 265/75/16. Now let's talk about this for a second while we're here at the wheel. And you may see that this is a 2008 and newer van. You can tell that by the headlights. So if you are looking for new wheels for your 2008 and newer van, and you're going to an aluminum wheel, make sure you guys upgrade to a 17-inch wheel. I know a lot of times you guys want to stay with the 16s so that you can possibly run the tire or whatever it may be, the reasoning. But the big problem with the 16s is the ID of the wheel is going to be a lot smaller, and you will run into issues rubbing your wheel weights on the caliper on the inside. So something to keep in mind when you're thinking about your build and you're thinking about wheels. I know that that's a big part of your build, so make sure that you just go with the 17s. Of course, they're going to give you a lot more space. That's a big plus. So there's our tip. But now let's jump into the suspension on this and talk about how we got these big tires to fit on here. So this is the Ocotillo cruiser kit. We're going to have our lift coils in there and our Fox shocks, which is always awesome. And this is a 3-inch lift kit. In the past, we used to call our Ocotillo cruiser kit a 4 because of the coil, whatever. But from now on, this is a 3-inch lift. This is the Ocotillo cruiser kit. And what that also is going to do is it's going to include the bent beams. Now, one big difference that we did on this particular van is you can see that this has even more space along the back of the wheel well, and we have trimmed the front of the bumper. We did run in a set of extended radius arms on there as well. So if he decides he ever wants to go to a 285/70/17, you could pretty much fit that same size tire in this with the same lift kit. So a big plus of running the extended radius arms is getting that wheel farther forward. Now a second plus in having those extended radius arms is you're gonna have less caster change as your wheel moves up and down. We've also built more caster into the radius arms, and we all know that caster is our best friend, whether we be on the road or off the road. We're definitely going to want more of it. So we're probably going to be seeing this again because we didn't add a steering stabilizer to the front of this, so maybe that's round 2. All kinds of big plans for this van. Let's jump to the back and talk about what we did in the back of this. I'm gonna have to say, guys, the grids are probably one of the OG wheels. If you have been around long enough to see our first SEMA build that we did back for Rick in 2016, we ran the grids on that van. And I'm gonna have to say, ever since then, they've probably been one of my favorite wheels, and I even have them on my new Chevy Express van, which I'm excited to build on there. So in the back, we did we did like 3 or 4 things, but really to start off, what we did in the back is we did an 1.5 inch block to get us the height to match the front of the van. We've also added a negative overload spring, and the big benefit in that negative overload spring is that this just is a passenger van right now. It doesn't have a significant amount of weight in the back. So what that's actually going to do is it's going to allow those top 3 springs that you have in there to actually move, to work, to go up and down, which is going to be a big plus because, as you know, if you have a Ford van, typically these things ride really stiff in the rear, and that's just going to help. It's pretty much going to allow those springs to move. We all love moving springs. That's a big plus, you know. I mean, who doesn't want their springs to move? I guess maybe if you have a motorhome. But the last thing we did in the back of this, we added a set of Fox shocks to the back And I'm gonna have to say, like, overall, this thing is pretty killer. I definitely dig it. Again, guys, this is an Ocotillo cruiser kit, 3-inch lift from WeldTec Designs. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, please comment below. I would love to answer them, help you out, and maybe you want an Ocotillo cruiser kit on your Ford van. So anyways, guys, I'm Jeremy from WeldTec Designs. I'll see you guys in the next video.